Financial worries aren't a distant problem. They're happening on our streets and in our neighbourhoods. Across the country, 2 million older people are struggling, and here in York we see the impact. Worsening physical conditions, anxiety, and the strain on mental well-being. OCAY exists to make sure that no one has to face their problems alone.
Definitely would recommend OCAY. They are very, very helpful. I was trying to fight for my higher rate PIP claim, which is personal independence. The volunteer came out, he saw me. It was so brilliant. We went into court. He had all the folders with all the little lines of where it would be, so if they asked for anything, he was like, page 44, he knew it. I got awarded the higher rate, and I also got a back payment. It's been a great help.
Older Citizens Advocacy York is a charity that provides people over the age of 50 in the York area with free advocacy and practical support to access benefits and services that will have a positive impact on their lives.
We support people to apply for attendance allowance. So many people minimise their struggles. With our help and support, we can encourage people to get the things that they are entitled to. These things can affect people's health and people's lives. We make sure that their voice is truly heard, and that can change everything.
Many people come to OCAY for help with applying for blue badges because they find the process overwhelming. The form takes up to an hour to complete, but when we sit down together with the right medical evidence, what really matters is listening. And in almost every case, that one meeting leads to the support that they need.
What I've learned is how limited some people's mobility is, and yet they still manage and struggle through. I had a lady recently who said, I have to use my stick and have my husband hold my arm as well because I'm so frightened of falling. So to have a blue badge means that she can get right close to the hospital, right close to a supermarket and have a life.
A lady contacted us because her mum was leaving hospital for care. She felt overwhelmed by what she was facing. The language alone, funding, top-ups, assessments was bewildering. She said, most of all, I needed to know what questions to ask. We talked through it together, translating the system into plain language so she could focus on what mattered, helping her mum.
I've been a trustee with OCAY since 2001, when the charity was first constituted. I've always been passionate about the way older people are treated. They are often seen as a burden, but they're not. They make a valuable contribution and should be treated with dignity and respect.
Advocacy is all about helping our clients get their voice heard. Older people in particular can really struggle to be listened to properly, especially with digital services and other barriers such as remote bureaucracy. What we do is we work with clients, that's really important. We would listen to their situation, understand their problem, research information if that's needed, explain the information to them, help them decide on a course of action, and then help them take that course of action if they want that. We might fill in a form for them, write a letter, make a phone call with them, go to a meeting with them. But what's important is all the time the client is in control of the whole situation.
We believe that every citizen here in York must be able to access the kind of help and support that they might need. There is no issue we can see that is too small for us to address, that will enable people to live the life that they choose independently.
One area we're expanding is our outreach work, where an advocate is on hand regularly at a community event. People can drop by and chat without an appointment to see if OCAY can help them. Sometimes it's checking whether applying for a benefit is worth the effort, or giving initial guidance to start exploring a problem. And if a case needs more attention, it's passed back to the office. I've been attending Foxwood Community Lunch since 2023, meeting people with a wide range of needs, from moving house to applying for power of attorney. And the jam sponge with custard is really good.
As a volunteer for OCAY, I really like the flexibility of being able to pick and choose when I work, and I really appreciate the support that the OCAY team in the office gives me.
OCAY couldn't do what we do without our wonderful, compassionate and knowledgeable volunteers and staff. They provide a service over the phone, in your own home or in our offices, and it's confidential, personalised and one-to-one. People come to OCAY for so many different reasons. Maybe they're experiencing financial hardship, or they have trouble navigating complex bureaucracy, or have no digital skills whatsoever, and we're able to help them navigate those complexities.
We believe that systems should be simpler and easier to navigate, but in real life they're not, they're complex, and that's what brings people to us for help. We rely on grants and donations to provide this service to local people so they can access the benefits and services they need to make their lives easier. Please support us through making donations, through volunteering, or simply spreading the word about what we do. Thank you.